Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am going to do the Virgo zodiac reading for March 2022. So this is Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and if you're a cross watcher. So I'm going to do this a little differently. This is how I'm going to structure it. This seems to be what I was guided to do, and it's working out wonderfully, I think. So let me know what you think in the comments, please. Also, this light, my brand new bulb, is acting up every time I turn it on, so we're going to have to do without the light on this end till I figure out why. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a week, each week of the month, the first, second, third, and fourth week, and I'm going to alternate between the Rumi Oracle and Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So these are the Oracle cards that I will use. Then for each week, I will use a different tarot deck, and I'll use the Shadowscapes, the original Rider-Waite Tarot, the Gilded Tarot by Shiro Marchetti, and the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. So then, after all 4 weeks are completed, so there'll be like 4 little mini readings, one for each week, and then I will end with Sacred Self-Care and the Empowerment deck to just give us an idea on how we can navigate and leverage these energies. So let me put these back up here. I will get started. These can go here, and I have pre-shuffled, but I'll shuffle for you because I feel it's important. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and if you're a cross watcher, because the energies can flip. So let's get started for the first week, March 2022. The first week of March 2022 for Virgos. The Well Watcher. This has come up so many times in the readings. Wisdom and Power of the Divine. Okay, so for these, what I do is I just read a little snippet. That's a 7 card. The Well Watcher signals the need to go within and contemplate the true source of power in the world, which he reminds you is that of the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. You will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help guide you. Okay, so this kind of feels like Virgo Hermit energy. So right on aligned with what is in the Virgo energy for March 2022. But this is a time for the first week at least to go within and connect with the power of divine. And what I'm hearing is filter out that which is not relevant. So take it as it resonates. This is the original Rider-Waite Tarot. Oh, there's the 2 of Wands. Okay, so this is making a decision, being clear with yourself what you actually want to do, how you actually want to move forward. And you could be waiting on some guidance from the divine. But this tells me that you have definitely figured out what holds the power in the world. And you're connected to that because you're holding that world in your hand. Now we have the Page of Swords. Okay, to me this is, pages to me are messages, but this is an internal message where you are really looking for messages and guidance from the divine. So look for synchronicities, specify what it is that you want to see from the divine. Oh, look, there's your energy right there. The Hermit. I mean, this is so aligned. It's amazing. Specify what it is that you want as a sign from Spirit, and you will see it. But you can be very specific, and that's how they will communicate with you. Here's another 7 card. So this is the 7 of Pentacles, which is really be focused on the work that you need to be doing. Okay, both of these cards came out. The Moon card and the Eight of Cups card. Okay, figuring out your spiritual path. The Eight of Cups to me is, a lot of readers read that as being walking towards something more meaningful, but to me that is your spiritual path. And so you're walking toward finding that Nine of Cups, that soul sovereignty, that emotional happiness of being, and look at how the moons are very similar here. And the Moon card is using your intuition and feeling, hearing, and knowing that guidance. But these are in the challenge position, so you may be struggling, and this is why this may be in the reverse. You're struggling because you're not really seeing the signs. You need to be in high vibration to see the signs for your guidance and how to interpret them. Use your intuition. Be connected. This is all about your spiritual ascension for this first week. See how he's shining the light, looking for the signs, it seems like. They're there. And here he has a wand, and this is like the Three of Wands. You know, once you get to that point, you can just stand and watch, and they'll appear before you. I mean, it's amazing. Here's the Eight of Pentacles, not the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, being diligent about your spiritual work. And then the Seven of Pentacles is you invest that time to do this connect to your inner source and with your guides. Let's see, we'll pull one more card. So this is for week 1. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in the challenge position. Okay, so obviously this almost feels like a divine sign, you know, right there, something tangible right in your hand. It may not be that. It may be a whisper on the wind. It may be wind chimes at a particular moment where you're thinking something and the divine wants you to call attention to that thought. It may be a feather. It may be, you know, a butterfly, or some of the traditional signs, dimes, coins. It could be a coin. Just be open. Be open to receiving the signs and be in high vibration, and they will be there. There is the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This to me is being very emotionally open and receptive. So be receptive to these gifts from the divine, which is working with you for your highest good. Okay, so I'm going to end that week's reading there. I mean, that was pretty specific, so we'll move on to week number 2 for March 2022. And see what happens next. Some of the zodiac signs are flowing like a story. Others of them have a beginning, and then the storyline shifts. So we'll see what comes up for Virgo 2022, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. Okay, we had a flipper. Oh, 3. Okay, so we have El Uza, Star of Venus. We received that card in another zodiac reading. The Lion and the Deer, and Divine Mother Manifest. So it's a 26, a 22, and a 15. So that's 8, 4, 6. Okay. So let me put these so that you can see them. This feels very divine feminine energy. Very flowing, but very open in her heart chakra. So let's see, I'll just read little bits and pieces from the Rumi Oracle of what those mean. So this feels like it's going to be a very powerful week because you have 3 very profound cards. Al Uza, Star of Venus. I am the pure light, my son. I am not a handful of worthless dust. I am not just an empty shell. I am a regal pearl formed in this world. Close your eyes to see and become aware of me. Perceive me with eyes that see the universe. See the unseen. Come into the mystery to find me. I am a carefree visitor here for you. With great blessings, great growth is possible. However, the blessings don't do the growth for us, making it magically happen. They give us the oomph we need, the power and the opportunities and assistance we need, yet it's still we who take the journey. The great spiritual journey for old souls at this time in Earth's history is the journey from duality to oneness. Let's see if you are stumbling with judgment within yourself, do not fear. The blessing of Venus is coming to you to help you surrender it, to help you find your way through that, so that you can be free now. The guidance is to trust your path, trust your evolution, even in the face of those around you reacting to it, possibly in fear or discomfort. Okay, so let's see card number 22, the lion and the deer. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you'll become brilliant. When you become thin like hair and yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be the paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. I'm just reading. This oracle brings a special message. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that has been lost or submerged underneath more practical concerns. That's why you're going inward. Of course, if practicality is about survival, then learning to be your true self is most essential and practical. All other paths lead to death of the soul. You shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be. It never really was true anyway, that view. It was partial at best and just a view, an identity, and not a genuine reality. Okay. And then the last one is the Divine Mother manifests. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss, for those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are, and you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then, allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. So this tells me that, number one, you're going within in that first week. And then you also are asking for signs because maybe you're not really happy with the way you're manifesting right now. What the life that you've manifested doesn't seem true for you. So you've been praying for guidance, asking for guidance, but you haven't been able to really access it. And so now they're asking you that you have to surrender to it. You have to let the divine light guide you. Okay, so let's get some. I'm going to stand these up so I'll have room for the tarot. And can you see those? Okay. Let's get started with the tarot and see what comes up in the second week for you. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. Okay, 7 of Wands. Yes, yes, yes. As it said in the Oracle, you know, if others see you, the changes that you're making, and they're afraid, and they, you know how they kind of want what's best for you, and what they think is best for you is not necessarily what you want to do. There's the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So, you know, don't get caught up in their perspective and their perception. You follow your own truth. You follow your own guidance. The divine is there to protect you. The divine is there to help you and help guide you into manifesting and creating, which is the work that you are here to do. So, you know, you have to be in your authentic truth and your soul sovereignty, and you have to do what you know and what your inner knowing and your inner guidance is telling you, because that will lead you to your destined path. Five of Swords. So we have the Seven of Wands, which is, you know, defending oneself. This card was going to come out. Yeah, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Five of Wands. Okay, so other people, don't overreact. You know, if they want to, you know, if they want to just kind of dissuade you from what you know is right for you, and believe me, it happens. Follow your truth. Just follow your truth. Stand in your truth. There's the Tower. Yeah. You might need to make some significant changes, and not everybody's going to agree with what you're doing. So for the second, there's the Seven of Pentacles again. This is time to invest in yourself and what you know is your path. But not everybody's going to agree with making the changes. Like, for example, if you were to say, you know what, this job is not aligned with my soul anymore, and I'm going to start something different. I'm going to change my careers. A lot of people are going to be worried about your financial security, and they're going to say, now wait, are you sure you want to do that? And, you know, what ifs? And particularly if it's somebody depending on your income, they may not be in agreement. But follow your guidance. And this has been a time of a lot of people changing what is not aligned with their soul. So trust the divine, trust your inner knowing, trust your guidance. But you will be confronted by these situations in week number 2. And remember, timing is fluid. There's the Seven of Swords. They may even reach out and try and maliciously sabotage you because they're trying to they think they're trying to protect you. Here, let me move these a little closer so you can see. I mean, that's pretty obvious, pretty consistent with the cards. There is self-sabotage if you allow other people to keep you in this constant energy of conflict and self-doubt. This is like self-doubt energy. And then the Seven of Wands is, you don't have to defend your decision to anybody. You know what's true for you. But be aware that some people may, out of the thinking they're trying to protect you, they may malign your steps. Here on the bottom, we have the Knight of Swords. So this could be clarity, you know, somebody bringing something to, this may be somebody coming in to support you, to help you. I'm hearing life coach or career coach, or somebody to help guide you professionally through the process of changing careers. That's just what I heard. So, okay, so that's for week 2. Interesting. Interesting. It's all kind of fitting together in these zodiac readings. It's beautiful. The clarity during this time, and I feel like it's because it's so important that this is a big month of changes. And all right, so let's move on to week 3. This is Wisdom of the Hidden Realms again. Okay. The Eyes of Beauty, positive expectations and clarity. There we go. Now we've made the shift. This is a 25 card, a 7. So I'll just read briefly. When the eyes of beauty show up as your ally, they require you to examine your perceptions. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Can you retrace your steps from your past to now and see the perfection in the way reality has been created? Perception is everything. The eyes of beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see the true prosperity as a result. Expect to see beauty and you will attract your highest good. Is that not the most relevant? Okay, so this one. So now you move forward with conviction. I'm going to move this up a little bit. All right, Page of Cups. There may be an opportunity being presented to you from somebody who is like a trusted, loyal friend that says, look, here, I can help you. I see that you really want to do this. I'll help you with this. I'll help you transition. I'll help you change this. There is the Hierophant. That's in the reverse. And then we have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Absolutely. Absolutely. Being in this healed energy of not allowing people to control your outcomes. It could be a karmic connection that is trying to dissuade you. And yeah, it's the Three of Swords. Here's those expectations. This is your spiritual journey. Remember, this is all about going within and committing and be convicted about moving forward on your spiritual path. Oh, look at Judgment, how that flew out right where it was supposed to. Judgment to me is your spiritual ascension, is your journey. And you're being called, and that's why you're starting to feel this pull to change. Ah, and look, there's the Hermit again. This time in the reverse. Virgo energy in the reverse. That feels to me like you now are connected to what it is you truly feel is resonating in your soul. And there's going to be, look at both of these masculine, the Hermit and the Hierophant in the reverse. So there may be a masculine energy that is trying to make you feel guilty. That's what I'm getting. But it may be that you have to turn your back if they can't accept and embrace what it is that you know you have to do. Yeah, see, there's that Five of Wands on the bottom. There's this moving forward on your path is going to create some conflict. It feels like it's coming from a masculine energy, and it may be that you end up saying, I can't, if you can't support me, then we're done here. All right, so that's for week 3. So let's go on to week 4. And then we'll take some self-care. We'll go back to the Rumi deck. I know you're asking why I have to shuffle each one, just because I'm guided to. Okay, so last week of March 2022, what's going on? It seems like it's been a very fluid storyline. Very consistent. Everything seems to be coming together. Very clear, very concise messages coming through. So I hope that works for you. I hope it resonates and I'm making it as clear as possible. There we go. Look at there. Divine Mother manifests. We get the same card again. You are being protected as you are trying to manifest this new spiritual you're aligning with your spiritual journey. And now you are manifesting because you're coming from your heart, and you are now walking your true and fated path, your destined path, and you are beginning to do the work that you were meant, that you came here to do, that you were meant to do. So this is the Psychic Tarot. Oh my. Okay, so we have the Universe, which is the World card. So you now have figured this out. You are now, okay, I'm done with the old cycle. I'm done with that old life. I now know what I need to do. You're very connected. I'm going to put that there. We had the crown chakra, the 7 in reverse. I don't read oracles. This is like an oracle card. So this is a crown chakra. So keep that, let's see, yeah. Keep that crown chakra very connected. I'll read major arcana cards in the reverse, but this to me is like an oracle. It's in this deck. They're like additional cards in this deck. So crown chakra. Now, if it's in the reverse, it may be that, you know, you may kind of stumble on the connection from time to time. Stay connected, you know, with your higher self. Suffering and silence. This is the 9 of Swords. Let me clarify that. Let me pull the rest of the reading and then I'll clarify that. Because that just doesn't seem, I don't know why you would be suffering in silence when you may, I know this is going to be painful to make this shift. Because somebody, there's another 7. You may have to lean something. Stand your ground. Yeah. A 7 and a 7. You're standing your ground here, but you're suffering in silence here. Came out in a challenge position, so it's going to be difficult at times. But remember, this is for your highest and greatest good. So if it resonates and you feel like this is what you need to do and it's aligned with your soul, then, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway. Yeah. Conflict and defeat. 5 of Wands. Five of Swords. And 5 of Wands. You feel like you can't share a lot of what you're doing with people. You're going to have to definitely and intuition. Again, they keep telling you to connect with your knowing. Bottom of the deck, destiny. So you have quite a few major arcana here. Destiny is your Wheel of Fortune. This is your destiny. Underneath that is the 3 of Swords. Underneath that is the root chakra. That's going to be what kind of makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. And then we have Patience, the Temperance card. And then under that, accelerated motion. Things will move quickly. Okay, so definitely a lot of messages there. There's going to be a little bit of concern about, you know, your basic needs being met as you transition, but be patient. This is your fated path. Follow your intuition. I mean, destiny is, I mean, that's clear. So let's find out what this suffering in silence is about. Why are you suffering in silence this last week of March 2022? 9 of Pentacles, because it's taking so long. Yeah, okay. How about this conflict and despair? That came out quickly. Queen of Swords. Yep, because you have to cut some people out. Yep. 7 of the, another 7. 7 of Cups. This is because you have to make choices that are going to, you're going to have to cut some people out because of, they're just not going to be supportive. Okay, so that is pretty clear. So now we're going to go on to the self-care and empowerment cards to kind of give you a some suggestions on how to take care of your body, mind, and spirit during this, obviously a difficult transition for you, a little bit scary, and you might need some specific nurturing in specific areas. So let's pull these decks and see what we can do in getting some guidance for you. This is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Okay. All right, the first one is Connect with the Earth. It's the number 13 card for, this is kind of like, maybe take some time, like that Four of Swords energy, take some time to meditate or go for a walk in the woods, connect with the earth, you know, take your shoes off and really let the earth kind of stabilize and ground your energy, because you're going to have some anxiety during this transition. Sync with the Moon, 51. That's a 6 in numerology. Sync with the moon. Watch the moon phases. You know, set your intentions in the new moons and release on the full moons. How about a little sex? That might be helpful. Maybe release a little frustration. Maybe help bond you to somebody that is maybe having a difficult time with this transition. If this is a significant other, you know, we saw that masculine energy that was having a difficult time. But if you're going to use sex as a strategy, be careful. And take a walk. Yeah, just like I was saying, take a walk in nature. Okay, so there are some definite suggestions from the divine for you. Now let's get some empowerment cards. Okay, come on, Spirit. We need some empowering words here. There we go. Today is the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Perfect for this reading. They're definitely being very specific about what needs to come out. Be you, do you, for you. There you go. Kill them with success and bury them with a smile. These two kind of bookmarked each other. They're the same theme on the card. But today is the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want, and kill them with success and bury them with a smile. Be you, do you, for you. All right, Virgo. Good luck. I hope the month is successful for you and that you go through this transition as smoothly as possible. Namaste.